Hi everybody, EB here. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So we've got a job on today from Birmingham to Lyon. We're going to be hauling this huge British Rail train locomotive with our brand new Renault Magnum with a little engine. This is going to be interesting. So enjoy everybody, let's see how we get on. Let's have a quick look at the overview. So there it is, from Birmingham down to Dover, short hop across the channel, round by Paris and down into Lyon. So this will probably be a two-part video, as it's a 14-hour 46-minute trip. Wow, it might be three-part, but let's see how we get on anyway. So we're going to take the Renault Magnum AE out for a run with this huge D5900. I've no idea what locomotive that's supposed to be. It looks like a cross between a Peak and a Growler, but it could be a baby Deltic as well, for those of you that know your trains. Those of you that don't, well, you won't be interested. Okay, so we've got full fuel. We are going to need to sleep in France at some stage. And we are going to have to take a freaking time. Oh, really? Really? Cheese and rice. Great start. Right, let's see if we can drag this huge thing all the way down to Lyon in France without destroying the truck or ripping the guts out the engine. I'm guessing we're not going to be doing many miles an hour. We will get our beacons on, as we do have an extremely heavy, dangerous load. It's not particularly wide, but it is freaking dangerous, just saying. We do have a rear steer trailer, so we need to take that into account when doing the turns. So the first leg of the journey is to safely make it to the docks at Dover, and then I'm guessing actually we're going to be getting the train over to France, port of Dover. Usually it's a ferry, isn't it? But I'm guessing it'll be the train. Come on then, Chadmo. Let's get your rear in gear. Give him some Uta, because he's a spedger. We're full of fuel. We've got a 695 mile distance. Oh, and I'm already kissing the barriers. That's not good, is it? We don't want to go and damage the loading anyway. 1% on the truck, that's just wear and tear, which is perfectly normal. So I'm going to have to watch these barriers pretty hard.
Keep right and then continue straight on.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to have to watch a width as well. I don't know if we've got enough oomph to be able to get up this hill actually in this little Magnum. Hopefully we have. This is the older Magnum, as you can tell via the dashboard. Very much an older series Magnum from the 80s, I'm guessing, late 80s. The other Renault Magnum Integral that we've got is from the 90s. That's got a completely different dashboard and operation mechanisms on it compared to this one. Look, ooh, we might struggle here, peeps. What have we got on the back? Just remind me. Oh yes, 60 ton. Wow. I can't believe that this is going to pull 60 ton on a 4x2 chassis. It would probably snap the chassis, wouldn't it, in real life, I'm guessing. You'd have thought we'd have had a 6x4 at least for a bit of extra traction, but hey ho, this is Ebs. Hope you're all enjoying this cost of living crisis content. I'm loving it. We're doing this on what I believe is probably the most budget PC you can ever possibly use to create YouTube content. And it's not only doing it day in, day out, it's doing it with a bit of style as well. So hats off to it.
Go straight on.
All my tweaks that I've got in both games are underneath both sets of videos always, just in case any of you want to know what they are or want to replicate them. I don't know what our top end's going to be here. I suppose if we get 35 or 40, we're doing pretty darn well, aren't we? Just saying. man, this is a serious load, look, just saying. Now that's a load. The train itself is beautifully rendered. Very nicely done. 35. Well, we're not going to get that uphill, are we? See if we can get 40 downhill. Because that might help us with the uphills. Although I doubt it. And we'll see how we get on. There she is. Beautiful shot there. Very nice. Oh, bend, of course. Bend just when you don't want one. Our profile is still currently SCS only. We've not added Pro mods. As I say, I am thinking about adding the other couple of DLCs in order for us to be able to install Pro mods, but we'll see. I don't know yet. Not made my mind up. Still chewing the cud. I have uploaded my first ATS introductory video as well, just so you know you'll get both Euro Truck and American Truck. In terms of schedule, well, your daily upload will always be Euro Truck Simulator at 7 AM UK time. Your American Truck, well, that's just going to be random bonus content uploaded as and when for now, as we've got so much to get on and do in the Euro Truck. That's not always going to be the case, of course.
Exit left.
She brakes pretty hard, I'll give her that. Okay, so we've got to keep this engine away from the barriers, because we all know how that's going to end. These are my hated donuts that you have to go around in the bloody game. Bloody donuts. Hate them. Oh, and it's going to go uphill by the look of it, which means we're going to crawl, so we should be fine. As long as we keep the truck wide, we should be able to keep the train away from the barriers, down to 11 mile an hour. Wow. This could be a really long 5-parter, people, just saying. That's how long it takes us to get down to all over at the Dover. So the first part will be down to the port of Dover from Birmingham. Okay, just going over the M6. There we go. Oh, we're going oh, don't want to do that. Looks like we're going M1 southbound. M6 down to the M1, so that'll be junction 19 at Catthorpe then. Of course, it is only a graphical representation, it's not a Google Map carbon copy. Has this little Renault got what it needs? Should have done this in the man, really. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? But it is nice to use some of the different trucks we've got in the garage. I will hire some workers to drive these spare trucks. I won't just leave them in the garage rotting. We'll put them to work for us. I need to decide on what the final truck is going to be that we're going to put in the garage. I guess it'd be the Renault Magnum Integral, I'm guessing. Again, hopefully this good so far. Hopefully this trailer pack which I've added doesn't wreck the frame rate. It seems to be all okay so far. I'm guessing I'm holding the traffic up, but they can see what I've got on the back. Can't be helped. We are also in a continental sided truck, no UK cab available for this truck. So we'll be good to go when we get into France to drive on their side of the road properly.
Go straight up.
Excuse me. Don't know if we can get any more out of this little Renault. Probably. There's my phone going mad again with YouTube notifications, bless it. No, 40. That's about it, because we're going to come uphill in a minute. So let's get it over at the Dover. So I'm guessing our first sleep is going to be in northern France somewhere. How long have we got? We've got 62 hours to complete the job, and 13 hours the job should take. But that will start and go out because of the speed we're doing, I'm guessing. You just can't do it any quicker. So let's not beat ourselves up. Really interesting to see how this series develops and where we end up. Perhaps in a year's time, as opposed to where we started off. As I say, I'm absolutely loving it. I hope you guys and girls are. I just literally cannot get enough. It's 4, isn't it? Yeah. Not a good view 4. Wow. We do have some great views though. That's the best view. Because the computer's not going to render anything. It's also the noisiest. So I'm guessing that destination clock is going to tick down real slow. If we can only dream of doing 50 mile an hour. Just saying, we can only dream. The minute you get a slightest uphill gradient, you can just watch the speed bleed off. This has got to be one of the most ridiculous jobs I've ever done. That is for sure. But anyway, we'll see. I do love being the little guy, as opposed to thumping it down there in a V8 with an open pipe sound. So the garage will end up looking like 2 Renaults, 2 Mans and an old school Scania. Unless we buy more garages, of course, which I'm guessing we will do over time. The only thing I am intent on doing is keeping the truck that we decide to settle on as our mainstay thoroughly well serviced. Oh my lord, this is like a big dipper ride at the fun fair, isn't it? Wonder what we can get up to if we put a pedal on the metal. I'm going to take 50 there. Yeah, I'll take 50 every day of the week, because we're only going to be able to do that down here. We ain't going to be able to do it uphill down dale, that's for sure. But the little Renault seems to be amazing. Seems really good. Pleasure to drive. Bex is in the cab with us. She's happy going. What more can you want? Beautiful. She's dreaming about shopping in France, as all females do, of course. Thrashing the wallet. Hers we've just got to concentrate on getting the load there undamaged, in good condition. Which I'm guessing is going to be a lot easier said than done. Oh, why are British BR locomotives going down to Lyon? I have no idea. You could table the opinion, well, what's it got to do with you? Well, yeah, fair shout, I am just the driver. Just the driver. Now we're no longer a part of EU thanks to Brexit. Maybe there's a renewed fascination for British traction power on the continent. Who knows? Who knows? This is going to be a crawl up here. I'm not going to ludge the brakes on. I'm going to try and take it 50 and see what we get bled down to. Well, I think that was a great shout. So we've got Cambridge and Felixstowe appeared on the signboards. We're heading for Dover. All over at the Dover. We're down to 39, so it was a good shout. As long as we keep it rolling, we should be good. Is that a whole
right, and then
raft of traffic behind us? I'm guessing it is. No, it's not too bad, is it? We've we've not got a crawling convoy behind us. We have got traffic, but nothing mega. We've got no escort vehicle neither, so well, like I say, it's not a wide load, it's just a very heavy, dangerous load, isn't it? I'm sure we'll do a lot more dangerous loads than this in the future, but nevertheless it's a great load to kick the trailer pack series off with, and to do a little bit of different content on YouTube for everybody from the norm. Guess it beats a Scania taking a bridge part somewhere. I'm just saying. It'll be interesting to see how the fuel gets hammered as well, because I'm guessing it will hammer the fuel.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Yes, ma'am.
Go straight on.
I'm guessing this is probably going to be a good three-parter. See how long it takes us to get down to all over at the Dover. Wow, we're only coming at the minute, just coming up to the outskirts of London by the look of it. Yeah. So technically now we're on the M25. Maybe not too bad. Maybe we're not as far away as what I thought we were. Maybe we'll do it a little quicker than what I envisaged. So we don't want to go to Cambridge, I'm guessing. And of course the second to get over, it's going to tell me to get over again. Chab.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
There we go. How did I know? Fortunately for us,
Go straight
we get
on.
over bits downhill so we can get a bit of speed up. Nice. And we'll see how this classic old Magnum performs. Cheap second-hand truck that we bought and added to the fleet. And as I say, it'll be interesting to see how many
Keep
miles
right,
we can get on it.
and then continue straight on.
And the mod itself seems really, really good. Again, all these mods are free of charge, so it costs you a penny.
Go straight on.
If you fancy a slice of them. With ETS2, most mods are free, so you can just fill your boots. Unlike ATS, where most of the mods are payware. It's the main difference between the two games, apart from ATS is the newer of the two games with a better, more updated graphics engine. But anyway, I digress. We've got to focus on getting our arses down to all over at the Dover and getting this little train over the channel and on its way down through France. The bed really is blowing up very nicely, which is a bit worrying. But hey, so far we're sweet. Can't really not beat these sorts of speeds, can you? To be fair. But we have got tons of time to get the job completed. So, oh, Dover, M2 for Dover, beautiful. We'll have a bit of that. Same as before, just going to peel off and go round just in case it's an uphill incline on the exit.
Keep left.
Of course, if
and
it's
then
downhill, we
continue
could be
straight
in
on.
a bit of soap and bubble because the train will just push us.
Go straight on.
We also need to keep that train away from the barriers. There we go. Now we can come over a bit. No barriers this side. We held the 50. Nice. that'll help us with our little foray into Dover. Not altogether sure if I'm a big fan of the engine sound of this Renault, but it's what it is, isn't it? I guess. I have to say, great fun though. Really loving these journeys all over Europe, and as I say, I may well pro mod it out in the end, just to give us that extra immersion that pro mods gives you. Pro mods isn't sort of a Google replica map, but it's not far short. It's very good, and certainly the roads are a lot more accurate than what standard SCS roads are as well, so we'll see. Adding another 1.5 gigs or whatever of data to the profile is definitely going to put a bit more pressure on the little PC, so we'll have to balance it out. For now we'll just stay with SCS, it's good enough. And I'm certainly loving the journeys, and we've got so many more possible journeys to do yet. We've got to go down to France. We've got the whole of Scandanavia to enjoy as well. We can go east, Poland, Eastern Europe. So we've got tons of content. How are we doing on the juice? We're doing fine. It's the bed that's going to kill us, isn't it? Bed is absolutely going to kill us on this trip if we're not careful. Let me just have a quick look at possible sleep points. You see, it's deceiving. It's still a good way. Yeah, it's a channel tunnel we're going over at. I think we're going to have to take a first sleep stop here, so I'm going to add it. Although we could sleep there, but we can fuel and sleep there, which is good. And then the next part of the journey takes us round by Paris. And then I guess that's the second sleep stop. Got to have it planned, and then the final leg down onto Lyon via Dijon. We'll see how that works out for us. It should be fine. So we've still got quite a bit of a way to get to Dover, haven't we? We're not going to be getting there anytime soon. Look at these sorts of speeds, and you can feel the weight on the back. It's very immersive, brilliant, absolutely brilliant fun to drive. You've got to take it really easy, because if you flip this, you're done. You flip 60 ton over, it's going to drag you over with it, that's for sure. We've got a bloody donut coming up towards the port of Dover. Bit of a shitter, but hey, it's what it is, isn't it? I do like this little Renault though. I do like the cab layout. Feels ancient and what it is. You know, it's very well done. This is not good because this is a steep incline. So this is not good at all. So we do need the speed, but we've also got to be able to make the bloody turn with this train, haven't we? Come on, big girl. Come on, don't go and bed it up now. Wow, that was a challenge, just saying.
Get ready to turn left.
Real challenge. Also, we've got orange indicators, not green. That's interesting. I don't want to bring the vehicle to a stop if I can help it. Nicely done, Ebes. To do say so, Wassell.
Recompute.
And we've got a downward gradient. We've got a 50 mile an hour speed limit, so meh. I suppose this is going to be up and down like the local lift, isn't it, with the gradients and inclines. So we've got a... and it's a bit of a choppy A road as well, into the Eurostar terminal at Dover. Don't even know if it is Eurostar, I'm assuming it is. And of course ProMods does the Dover terminal so much better than SCS, but hey, it's what it is. We're going to use and go with what we've got. Oh, there's a copper, of course. Fortunately for us, there's no oncoming traffic, so it's fine. There we go. Now we're going downhill. The train's going to push us. I'm going to hold it at 40 because I think these roads are going to be a bit punishing if we're not careful. Okay, so far we've just got to be mindful that we don't go and rub the train or the trailer against these blooming barriers or against anything that's oncoming. Beautiful church, just saying. English countryside is beautiful, isn't it? There's the sea. I can see the sea. Beautiful. That's how at least we know we're on the right track to getting into Dover. I just find it ironic that Dover's a massive seaport and we're going on the train. Oh well, what it is, no overtaking. We're picking up speed now because the train engine's pushing us for England. Got to take it nice and easy around these bends. Not be afraid to steer into them, but we have only got a 4x2. It was a big mistake, peeps. We should have done a 6x4. I'm going to have to add a 6x4 chassis for doing some of these bigger jobs, I think. Just so that we can take the weight on a bit better, as opposed to having to struggle with a little 4x2. Which is to say, in real life, I think 60 tonne on the back would have snapped the chassis on this 4x2. Could be wrong. I don't think this little Renault Magnum would have survived, especially with the bumps and the dips and everything else. I think that would be asking a bit too much for the little Renault to deal with. Got to be mindful of the oncoming traffic and stay towards the side and just make sure we don't run into barriers unexpectedly. So we are going to have to pay a bit of attention, whether we like it or not. Yeah, we're well within our designated lane, so we should be good. Hopefully the train clears that bridge. That's another feature that SCS could add in, isn't it? Low bridges. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Taking big loads under low bridges. But I'm gonna absolutely side that guy up who's trying to come on the inside of him. You can go out the outside, big boy, but you're not coming up the inside, just saying. Bed's nearly full. So do we do our first sleep this side of Dover? Oh, speeding. I didn't see that. Not paying attention. Oh, the bed's quite blue, isn't it? I'm guessing the hop across the channel isn't. Oh, according to this, it's a ferry. I thought it was a train. Oh, could be wrong. Got to be careful we don't get. Oh no, we are train. This is just a ferry port, isn't it? So I'm not going to sleep here because the gradient to get in is fine, but to get out, I'm guessing we won't be able to get out. That's way too steep a gradient for 60 tonne on the back of the wagon. So nice Amazon warehouse there. Bloody Amazons everywhere, isn't it? We're right back.
First exit. Exit now.
And we're back. Well, looks like we struggled a bit up that steep incline there through the roadworks, but hey, we made it. He's just started yawning, but that's okay. I don't think the Channel Tunnel trip is going to take any off the bed at all. I'll have to start and put my phone on silent because that'll do me head in as well. Bling! All the freaking wild YouTube notifications. But apart from that, I think we're going to be all good to go.
Go straight on.
Of course, we don't know what horrors await for us at the port of Dover. We could end up making an absolute pig's ear of this yet. Oh, shut up. It's going to get a lot worse yet, big boy. You've only gone from Birmingham to Dover. Why are you yawning? If I remember right, didn't he have triple sleeps as well? Cheese and rice, what's the matter with him? This driver needs to get a bit of a grip. Just saying. We've got the game on here, big boy. Didn't one know? We might struggle to make it to our first sleep stop then, might we? We'll have to see what's about when we first come out of the port at Calais. If it's Calais, I think it's Dover to Calais, isn't it? Let's see if there's a cheeky sleep spot we can grab there. A bit better now, we're getting some speed up. But what goes down must go up. Surprised the traffic's bunching up behind me and not coming by me. That was a bit strange. Oh, now the bed's gone red already. Not even made it to the port. And the bed's gone red. Speed limit's down to 50. And this is where your guff-ups can happen when you're rushing to try and get into the port to get in. on the train so we don't start blacking out.
Turn right.
Well, I think we're going to have to go down here and sleep. There's a fuel station. There's usually a sleep spot at the fuel station, isn't there? And then we'll have to come back round and board the train when he's had a sleep.
A new route.
Because the bed's already red, so there's no way.
Turn right.
There's just no way that he's going to make it without passing out. The services are on our side, which is great. Yeah, you see, we're getting tired already. It's ridiculous. So I think we need to park this little.
Okay.
We're okay. We could fuel up while we're here. I'm hoping we can sleep here anyway. Fingers crossed. Well, we can't sleep there. I think we can sleep to the side. I've just got to be careful I don't go and end up demolishing this fuel station with this 60-ton train. So I think the first thing we'll do is fuel her up, top the fuel up. He used a lot of litres, didn't he? 139 litres from Birmingham down to Dover. And he's got one heck. Oh yeah, we can sleep, that's good. The E is up, thank heavens. So I'm going to park up just here and let him have his first sleep. So there you go, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thumb the videos up or down. I will see you for another wicked English Bob video.